Mounting the adjustable base. This is an adjustable base for a motor. The motor will be mounted on top of here with the base plate right here onto what's called a bed plate. Now the mounting, this is adjustable for motors, and swinging this top nut all the way up. The idea being is that when we lift it up, the motor is pushed off to my right side, to your left, closer to where the belt would be, and then for tightening the belt tension, we would lower the platform, which brings the whole motor rotating back over to your right, to my left, and it pulls it away from the belt. This way, lowering tightens the belt, raising loosens the belt. But for purposes of mounting this belt, the first thing we have to do, of course, is to mount the base onto the bed plate. For that, we would simply put in bolts, put it on the bed plate in position, bolts over here, and also on the back side. What's required for mounting is 3/8 bolt by 2 inches, 2 flat washers, lock washer, hex nut. We put 4 of these assemblies, 1 each per hole, through the mounting place and through the bed plate. We go ahead and put this in finger tight. Of course, removing from below. Above comes in through the head bolt, lock flat washer. Head bolt flat washer will go through hole, and from underneath the table I'll put in order flat washer, lock washer, and nut. Very much like the same order that we did for regular mounting of motor, fixed motor mount directly to the bed plate. You go ahead and screw in and get it about finger tight, and proceed to do that with the rest of the mounts on all 4. Now I've got the hardware put in place. I hand tighten. I really don't tighten with a nut driver right now. I just hand tighten to keep this in place. The next thing to check is soft foot. Just like you did with a flat fixed motor mount, you should check this for soft foot. The first test initially is, can you rock it? And if you can't, it's probably in good shape. We can still try to slide a feeler gauge underneath, and for that, whatever is acceptable for a soft foot, I use 2/1000 of an inch there. I could easily use probably about 3/1000 as I go to look for it. And it doesn't really slide underneath, at least not within the realm or limits of this bench top. So when I have 3/1000, it doesn't slide underneath. I know I do not have a soft foot. And so now I'm ready to tighten all the bolts with a wrench. Now for 3/8 hardware, we use a 9/16 wrench. So I get my 9/16 wrench ready and reach from underneath the table, the nut and the top, and go ahead and tighten. Once I've got all 4 tightened in a crisscross pattern. So if I do this bolt, I want to do the one in the opposite corner over here. So do this one first, this second, and cross over here for third and fourth. Always a crisscross pattern for final torquing. Once I've got that done, next I'm ready to mount the motor on top of the base.